Okay, today we're going to work on some rear wheel bearings. Got the pair of rear wheel bearings on Amazon, Detroit axle. I did the front wheel bearings on the 2009 Ford Taurus, and did those 2 years ago on the front. The same Detroit axle wheel bearings. So the back ones are sounding like knobby tires, and it's time to do it. So I thought I'd make a video, and the only reason I'm making a video is because I can't find a video for a 2009 Ford Taurus. There's a 2011 Ford Taurus out there, and a 2005, but nobody did a 2009. So I figure, what the hell? Let me make a video. So what I'm going to do is jack up the car, put some stands underneath it, pull the tire off, and get things ready for you. And I'll bring you back when something interesting happens. Hang in there. Hold on. All right. I thought I'd let you watch me take the tire off. I'll fast forward it for you. I may end up doing a brake job on this car. Well, I may end up replacing the brake pads only because I'm in here. Gotta take those off anyhow. So if they're more than 50% worn, I'm gonna replace them. I did them like 2 years ago. I don't think I need new brake pads. We'll find out. Right. Get that out of there. Take this off of here. Oh, here's what we're going to do. We have to take the brake caliper off. There's two bolts holding the caliper on. There's two bolts holding the caliper bracket on. There's one screw here, and then 4 nuts around the back side. But before I get too excited about doing all of that work, I am going to open up one of these boxes somehow and verify this thing will fit on my wheel. So it kind of sucks if it didn't fit. All right, some things require 2 hands. Enough for me. All right, that looks right. So the bolt hole pattern's good. Guess I could line it up here too, but whatever. All right, we'll work on a couple of bolts. Okay, so here's the problem. That light's kind of washing it out for you. Sorry about that. So what you have here is you have the caliper bolt right here, but it has the manual brake here, so you can't get a socket in between there. So I have to use a box wrench. So I'm going to take that off first. It looks like I'm going to need pads and maybe a rotor. So we're going to take it off the hard way. Enjoy. Come on, crack. So, new brake pads, new brake rotor, and possibly a caliper. Might just do all three at once, so I never have to look at this again. How's that sound? Even you can hear that, right? Yeah. Just in case you can't hear. Not supposed to sound like that. Alright, I gotta get this off of here. One. Alright, let me show you what's going on here. Trying to take out the bolt right here, and I'm cleaning it off because it's full of rust. It'll be much easier to take out of there if I clean the rust off now. So that's what I'm going to do. I could have cleaned that one better. Are you enjoying yourself? Oh! Wipe out! Alright, after a lot of struggling, I got all the bolts out. There's nothing holding the hub in. They make a puller for this hub, and I can go rent it if I need it. But the front ones, I was able to whack with a hammer and have it come on. I also pulled the sensor off of the side here, so when I'm taking this one in and out, it doesn't wreck the sensor at all. Come on, baby. Yeah. This might take a little extra juicing, so let's see what happens here. After beating on the hub and soaking it with PV Blast and not having any luck, I put the wheel on it and kicked the wheel back and forth like this, and it popped right off. That's awesome. Came right off of there. So, tip of the day, use the tire to pull the hub off. Okay, so here's the old one, not looking very good. Take a closer look at this. Some light on there. I gotta get that all cleaned out. It's pretty nasty right here. So I'm going to just spend some time wire brushing that clean. And I'll bring you back when I'm ready to put the new bearing in. So all I'm doing is cleaning up the hole here. So the new wheel bearing will slide right in here. And I almost have it done, but it's not quite sitting right. I want it to sit in there flat without any resistance. So I still have a bunch of crud built up inside here, and I'm going to just chip away at it for a while. I think I just got it. I've been at this for about 15 minutes, cleaning the crap out of here. Now you see why I took the sensor out of here, so I could clean this out easier without damaging it. Still feel it right here. This side seems alright, a couple of bumps. They're not that tight a fitting unit anyhow. So there you go. I can feel that sitting flat. Good. Now I'm going to coat this with a little bit of anti-seize before I bolt it in there. Why? Because someday somebody wants to do this again. Got some Loctite out of stick. Some of that on there. So. I think I'm going to use the German torque wrench on here. There it is. Good and tight. I apologize for that. Yep, that's good and tight. Alright. That's all there is to that. Pull it all back together. I'm trying to decide if I want to replace the brake pads. Pretty low. Problem with that is it's a pain in the ass. These have rewind calipers. I have the tool, so I think I'm going to run to O'Reilly's and get me new pads. Because why not? I was thinking about doing the caliper. If they have one cheap, maybe I'll do that. I might do the rotor. Obviously, it's OEM. I might do that too. That's all I got. Be right back. Alright, so the battery ran out last night. It was getting kind of late, so I moved on to the other side of the vehicle. I have ordered new brake pads, and I ordered, here's the old ones. They're worn down pretty good. So, I'm here, you may as well do them. So, I have to get the old hub off of here. I have all the bolts removed, okay. And I whacked on this a few times with the old motivator. And I am going to show you how I took the other side off today, because I didn't catch that on the video. After beating the other side for probably 15-20 minutes with pry bars and hammers and heat and all sorts of stuff, I decided I'd try to use the tire as a fulcrum lever. So let's see. You can rent a puller for this over at O'Reilly's. I think it was 80 bucks or something like that. Alright, snug, they don't have to be tight. That's two of them. Let's see if this works. There you go. Alright. That was way easier than beating at the thing with a hammer. So, I'm real happy with it. Whew. Alright. So that's all I got for you right now. I'm gonna clean out the groove here and put some anti-seize in there so it doesn't do this again. And I'm gonna work on the caliper. Bring you back for that one. I have new pads, but this caliper has a rewind piston in it. So it takes a special tool. This guy right here. Take that tool, goes in that caliper. So Let me bring you back when I'm ready to work on that. So good. Oh yeah, there you go. Well, just still has a little bit in there. Oh, that's good. That'll work. Feels like it's sitting good. All right. Some of my anti-seize here. See, I bought cheap wheel bearings. To buy these same wheel bearings at O'Reilly's, they're $90 each. And I still have to wait for them because they're not in stock. So, or go to Oshkosh to get one. I went and got these cheap Detroit Bering wheel bearings, and they may need to be replaced before I get rid of this car. The car has 290,000 miles on it, so I don't think so. But, you know, put a cheap part on, you may as well make it easier for the next time you take it apart. So, darn it, forgot something. That'll work. That's the hole for the sensor, so I'll make sure that was cleaned up before I put it all together. Nice. Alright, so I wanted to show you this tool. It's a wind back kit I got from Amazon. Don't remember how much it was. You get all sorts of different bits in here, but this is the main part of the tool. Pretty obvious. It's like that guy in there, it's magnetic so it stays on there. That's a nice design feature. And it sits right up in here and hooks into the sleeve there, and you tighten it back this way. Now, I've already rewound this piston back, but you would then turn it, in this case, counterclockwise. On the driver's side, it's clockwise. It's a reverse thread for rotational purposes, I'm guessing. So this part supplies downward force, and this part, the shaft, supplies the turn. So you gotta push and turn at the same time pretty much. And it took me probably 10 minutes to rewind that thing all the way back down, so it's a pain in the ass. But the reason it turns is because of the manual parking brake. The manual parking brake turns the piston out to lock the brakes. So that's how that's working. Pretty cool little tool. I bought it thinking I'd never use it again, but here we are. So you can't do a brake job on this car without a rear brake job without one of these. So, and since I had to screw around with it anyhow, I figure, you know, it's time for those pads. There's not much left. So you do it a little, do it a lot, you may as well do it all. So, all right, I'm going to show you how I clean up my caliper mounting bracket. Obviously not doing anything with the caliper. I hate to remove this. It's a freaking nightmare. Special tool to compress the spring to unhook it. It's not a desirable job. So, not going to do it. Let me take you over to the bench and I'll show you how I'm going to clean up the caliper bracket. Short little video about the universal caliper wind back kit. Cheap kit I got off of Amazon, I think. Let's open that sucker up, see what's in here. I just did a video on the rear wheel bearings on my car. So in the middle of doing that, you have to do a brake job. So this is the kit. You'll see it in the video if you haven't already. It comes with all sorts of these adapters for different types of brake calipers that need to be rewound. So pretty handy little kit. Check my other video for the rest. The demo here. This is just wanted to show you the entire package. Don't remember what I paid for it. Bought it about 2 years ago when I did the back brakes. So there you go. Enjoy. Bye bye. Okay, this is the brake caliper bracket that mounts to the car. The new brake pads here from O'Reilly's comes with a clip set. So I got all new little clips here for the caliper. Those go on here, so these old ones should just pop right off. Now notice how they go out to the outside. Can you see that okay? Well, trust me, make sure you get these pointing in the right direction. Okay. Take all of those off. Then I take these slides out. Careful not to wreck them. Plan on reusing them. That just pulls out. Now this one is a solid bar. Okay. This one has a stamp on it. This one, for some reason, has a rubber bushing, for lack of a better description. So we're going to clean that all off. So this is nothing but metal. I clean this up. I am using super clean for cleaning this stuff. I feel a little bit better about it being environmentally friendly. You know, not like working with gasoline or a car cleaner or something. I keep wanting to get myself a parts cleaner, but I'm too cheap, and I don't have really where to put it. So I'll wait until I have a bigger place, I guess. I'm going to clean this up. I have to turn the compressor on, so I'll bring you right back. Alright, so I got this pretty much cleaned up now. I'm going to take some air. Pull that out. Good enough. These guys. We'll go ahead and take the rubber off of here. Plop is alright. So this is the slider pin. I don't know what you want to call it. For some reason this one has a fluted rubber coating on one side. And it will only fit on this side. It will not fit over here. Goes in part way. Oh, it does fit. Shit. Oh well. So I know it goes over here. has the numbering on it. Alright, put the clips back on here. Just snap into place here. Good to go. Alright, I am using some moly grease on these bolts. Good. I like it. Just like to put a dab of this on here. Alright, more than a dab. I like to smear it on there so it's got a good coat. That is where the calipers ride, or the calipers. The brake pads slide back and forth on there. So make it so it doesn't seize up on me. It says you can use it on brakes, so I'm using it on brakes. Alright, that is how you refurbish a brake caliper mounting bracket. Don't you feel educated? Much smarter now? Alright. Next thing to go on, I just picked them up, are the brake rotors. Perfect. Alright. Set you back up by the car so you can watch me reassemble everything. Yay! Alright, so I'm just throwing the rotor on here. I want to tighten down this. Which way does it go? Alright, we'll just take it. Okay, a couple taps. Good enough. Alright, now we can start reassembling the brakes. First we'll take our newly refurbished bracket, jam it in there. There we go. Now then, what a new brake pad looks like versus the old one. So yeah, I'd say they were due. That'll work. So it's about 4 days later, and I discovered the video didn't completely record. I have put on about 500 miles since reassembling everything. Everything seems to be working just fine. So, yeah. No problems. Brakes seem to be working evenly. So, no leaks. All good. Alright, so that's all there is to doing a wheel hub on a 2009 Ford Taurus. Thanks. Subscribe, like, bye-bye.